Jaho, witam wszystkich, IsaYuki z tej strony. Gramy dalej w Final Fantasy XVI. Zaczęłam rozmawiać z Theodorem i zauważyłam, że mikrofon nie działa, więc jeszcze raz. Dwie rozmowy. Jeśli moja siostra jest uśmiechniętą twarzą szkarłatnych karawan, to ja jestem twarzą ponurą. Ona przyciąga klientów, a ja odstraszam tych, którzy chcieliby na nas żerować. I taki układ mi odpowiada. Eloisa zawsze miała talent do interesów, ja wolę pracować rękami, a właściwie pięściami. A bandytów i bestii jest tyle, że pracy mam pełne ręce. Ale to dobrze. Szkarłatne karawany mają reputację, o której należy pamiętać, o którą należy dbać, a ja muszę nieustannie doskonalić swoje umiejętności. Połowa wozów, które przejeżdżają teraz przez Boklad, jest pełna ludzi uciekających do Dominium, a połowa z nich nie jedzie dalej niż do bramy, gdzie ich płacz miesza się z płaczem pozostałych. Przepuśćcie nas, nie możemy żyć bez magii. Dadzą nam nowe kryształy w Twin Side. Głupcy co do jednego. Skoro tak bardzo kochają magię, to powinni spróbować, jak to jest urodzić się nosicielem. Bandyci i tchórze, którzy zmuszali zdesperowanych i wywłaszczonych do wykonywania rozkazów. I wszystko to po to, aby nie ubrudzić sobie rączek. Nic dziwnego, że tyle mi zajęło ich namierzenie. Gdyby nie ty i Jill, to pewnie nigdy bym ich nie znalazł, ani nie oddał ich w ręce sprawiedliwości. Dlatego dziękuję. Zaoferowałbym część łupów, gdyby nie należały wszystkie do innych ludzi. Dobra, dziękuję. A thank you, thank you, thank you. Dobra, robimy zadania dodatkowe jeszcze, póki tu są.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
No dobra, czemu nie?
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Okej. Zajmiemy się tym zadaniem. O, nie wysyła nas zbytnio daleko.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Przynajmniej go widziała. Boklad. Finally. Finally. O, kawałek nam każą biec. Ostatnio nas to tak rzucają po tej mapie. Zaraz do niego podejdziemy, tylko sobie oczywiście weźmiemy detour po kulkę. Ui. Zobaczymy też, jak tam może warto było wybrać do bazy, sprawdzić, czy możemy już miecz zrobić. Chociaż czy to był ten miecz, ten, którego nie mogłam zrobić? Już nie pamiętam, sprawdzę.
We don't want any trouble.
My też
Neither
nie.
do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Przydał się, ale my tam już byliśmy swego czasu. Tu chyba trzeba było wejść naokoło, jeżeli dobrze pamiętam. Bo oczywiście, jak żebym mogła nie wejść w miejsce... O, cześć chłopaki. Out of our way. Biedny. Bum, 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 bum. Chyba nie dobiegłam tam, gdzie mi zależało do końca. A nie, jestem.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
No tak, tu mieliśmy piękną skrzynię. Tam w środku też byliśmy. No tak, to pewnie jest kryjówka tych złodziei. Mówiłam w sumie, że wygląda na to, że tutaj ktoś będzie miał swoją kryjówkę. Gobliny. Okej.
I think we found our thieves.
Ma koronę! Ojej! Jajojku!
They don't look happy to see me.
A nie ten klawisz na unik. Dawaj go. No bo to jest książę goblinów, a króla macie? Oj. Zepsuł mi atak, no. Wytrzymały. No życia troszkę zjadł. Jaki siwy książę goblinów, ale fajną ma koronę. A, dziękuję, dziękuję. Doświadczenie, goblińska moneta, fajnie.
Let's get this over with.
Stop!
Twoje gobliny?
Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph. So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? It wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know why that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them. And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Jaka fajna historia.
I'd always thought of goblins as mindless savages. But if I'm honest, I like them better than half the men I've served with.
No ten król książę wydaje się całkiem ciekawy.
I'd always thought
Okej.
of goblins as
Specyficzny. Dobra, zrobimy sobie szybką podróż, bo tam chyba sobie możemy na luzie zrobić właśnie. Uja, na Baklad. Boklad? Baklad? Jak się nazywało? Baklad? Boklad, okej. Ui, słuchaj, wiesz co? Wszystko w porządku. Kolega ma nowych kolegów.
porter for hire. The best service at...
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
No to co za te troubles dostaliśmy? Doświadczenie, dobra, punkty. No dobra, niech będzie i tak. Okej, jeszcze jedno zadanie. Tu się chyba nie da z tej strony przejść, nie, chyba nie. Honeyman! Możemy jeszcze porozmawiać z Eloise.
Is something the matter? Why, I am what you see.
Jestem tym, co widzisz. Właścicielką szkarłatnych karawan, czyli najbardziej znanej i cieszącej się największym zaufaniem firmy przewozowej w Bokladzie. Istnieją tańsze opcje, to prawda, ale klienci wybierają nas z dwóch powodów. Jesteśmy wiarygodni i nie zadajemy pytań. Nasze wozy są gotowe do dyskretnego przewiezienia wszystkiego, co tylko chcesz. Zarówno rzeczy, o których inni nie powinni wiedzieć, jak i ludzi.
It can be a risky business.
Ten interes bywa ryzykowny, jednak to, co zarabiamy na przewożeniu tych pierwszych, wydajemy na poprawę naszych możliwości transportu tych drugich. Można by uznać nas nawet za konkurencję dla niesławnego Banity Sida, gdybyśmy nie doszli z nim do porozumienia.
This being a border town.
To przygraniczne miasto, w którym często zatrzymują się kupcy w drodze do kryształowego dominium, aby załatwić ostatnie sprawy w Republice. Mieszkańcy są z tego bardzo zadowoleni, bo kupcy wypełniają przy tym swoje wozy lokalnymi specjałami, wydając na nie pokaźne sumy. Co jeśli gość nie ma własnego wozu? Wtedy udostępniają im je firmy takie jak moja.
Or at least it did.
A przynajmniej udostępniały. Ostatnimi czasy większość przejezdnych zmierza do dominium w poszukiwaniu schronienia, a nie zysków. Ale czy powinno to kogoś dziwić? W końcu są rzeczy ważniejsze od handlu.
Don't worry about Hansa and the others.
Nie martw się o Honzy i pozostałe dzieciaki, zaopiekujemy się nimi. Ale takich maluchów porzuconych u bram będzie więcej i one również, by przetrwać, mogą zejść na złą drogę. Zwłaszcza jeśli kamienne bloki lub jakiś inny podejrzany element nie pozostawią im wyboru. To ci z nas, którym sprawa ta leży na sercu, muszą dopilnować, by tak się nie stało.
Best of luck, Sid.
Best of luck. No, ale nam po imieniu wyjechała. Wyjechała nam po imieniu.
If I knew arriving,
Now I just need to see
yours
about
any
getting
coin.
the work. I want to know right away. Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire, and most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Pewnie, jakieś inne wino?
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous.
Marvelous.
Thank you.
Marvelous.
You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market.
O,
There's
fajnie.
Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they've finished for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
Fajnie. Nosiciel dobrych wieści. Taki nosiciel to dobry nosiciel. Ui. Niby wszyscy na tutejszym targu, a i tak? A to ten, co tak tutaj narzeka? Nie.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the...
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Bugger me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route to the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Porter! Sam Porter! Bridges. Dobra, idziemy zaprosić pozostałych chłopaków. Co oni w jednym miejscu stoją? Kłócą się ze sobą, czy co? A nie, mają tam troszkę od siebie, dobra.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
A tam następny Porter.
Peaches and pears, beets and beans.
Bits and...
Come on, come on!
Ja nie lubię jak tak te ragarze zapraszają do swoich towarów.
next to the checkpoint.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sambrek, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting.
Ciekawe, czy oni w trójkę się lubią, czy gość wymyślił coś
You won't find anything of this quality in
podejrzanego. Dobra, idziemy po Bolka i Lolka. Och, tu jest, schował się za tym.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Co, masz ochotę na wino, Clive? No w sumie... Też bym w sumie się napił jakiegoś. Poproszę tę dużą.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Bogaty kupiec. Ale się tu wszyscy drą. Patrzcie, zupełnie inna ikonka jest obok bogatego kupca niż przy tych osobach. Właśnie. No cóż. Nie przyszli jeszcze.
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right, I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A goat and 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the 3 pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous and many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
Okej, to co nam się dostało w zamian? Poziom, okej, dobra, awans. Awans się nam zdarzył. Chyba nam się nie dadzą napić. Dobra, skoczmy sobie do naszej bazy, bo muszę się upewnić, czy ten miecz, o którym myślę, to jest ten, który już mam, czy był tam jeszcze jakiś, zupełnie nie pamiętam, jak to była. Nie zaszkodzi podejść do środka, zobaczyć. A potem ruszymy w drogę. Oczywiście. Przejdziemy wreszcie przez tę mapę tam. O, się od ścian poodbijałam.
Back, are ya? So, what it be?
To był Excalibur w takim razie, tak? A ja czym się posługuję? Nie. Nie ma go tu nigdzie? Pewnie się go nie da na tego ulepszyć. No dobra, ale jest lepszy od tego, co ja mam teraz i wreszcie mam właśnie rzeczy, które są mi potrzebne, żeby móc go stworzyć. Nie używaliśmy Excalibura wcześniej?
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Dziękuję. Ten mamy. I chyba na razie nic mocniejszego tutaj nie wpadło. I tu... Czyli co mamy? Dobra. Czy możemy wzmocnić nasz miecz? Chyba nie bardzo. Ale dziękuję, to wszystko ładne. Też wygląda jak zwykły miecz, tak jak tamten, ale wiecie. Się darowanemu koniu, za którego się jeszcze zapłaciło, nie zagląda, wiadomo, w zęby i pod grzywę.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Cheap.
Peaches and pears.
To i tak nie najgorszy miecz. Wiecie, lubię te takie fikuśne, no.
Come on, come on!
Ale tu jest ludzi, jaki tłok.
Caravan stops next to the
Juicy
track.
pears! Slake your thirst without...
What I really want to be is a blacksmith.
You gonna do an apprenticeship or something then?
Here you are, good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss Elle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Wow. No, można się było spodziewać, że do tego dojdzie. W następnym odcinku ruszymy sobie tutaj, oczywiście, do kryształowego dominium. Jak najbardziej, i tak nie możemy nigdzie indziej. Nieźle. Ale jak miło widzieć Joshua. Dobra, dzięki za wspólną grę, życzę dobrej nocy i dnia, trzymajcie się ciepło. Jaho!